So this piece was discovered yesterday, scouting in the evening, and it's really exciting because it's just got a horn texture. That's the blood grooves, the rugose surface is what its classic horn texture. There's not a lot of other bones that have that look. Are you guys ready for adventure? I mean, real adventure. We are going prospecting. We know we've got our new quarry that Abby found. It's producing a lot of amazing stuff, but we need to go find that unicorn. I mean, that's really what we're here to do. We need to find a skull, we need to find a skeleton, and they're here. Dinosaurs lived and died here. All we have to do is find them. We're going to Tom's Hill. This is a little grassy hill that the rancher's son found, and it's a place that no dinosaur person would look. Surprisingly enough, it is covered in bone. So we're gonna go investigate and see if Tom's found our unicorn. You have to find fossils, you have to collect volume, you have to do this, you have to open a quarry, but you also need to spend time to look for the big finds. And I just wanted to put some points on the board, some bones in the inventory before we, spend our free time looking for the big find that may or may not be here. I mean, there's no guarantee. Now this is where it gets spicy. No, this is fine, but we gotta go up that. Okay, get some momentum. Probably don't need to be in 4, right? Oh, don't trust the ruts.
Never trust the ruts.
Guys. I needed to be in 4. So this is not Tom's Hill, that's Tom's Hill, but this is an interesting spot we should look at first. We got options. So you really gotta get high. You gotta get all up in it. High in the brush. I'm in the brush. I'm telling you, if we find a skull, whew, I'm drinking tequila and whiskey again tonight. Ooh, look at this shaft.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
That is killer. Where's the rest of it? That's a good sign. I'm gonna have to work for it today. Do we have any bones over here? Every find is just a fragment away. We're looking for a site. We're looking for something we can open up. We're looking for bones that we can find the source of. I'm gonna do it. It's here. I'm gonna find it. I gotta be ready. I gotta be excited to find it, It's fossil hunting right now. I wish it was fossil finding. Well, fossil finding is we're just picking them up. But fossil hunting is when we're trying desperately to connect with something good. I think we all need to just walk a line like firemen looking for a lost child. That's crazy. Last time we were here, there was big chunks, boom, boom, boom. Ah, here it isn't. I could have filled a small pail with all the bone I saw. It's not good. It's ironic that one of the things that makes these bones so nice is also one of the things that makes them so hard to find. They're very, very well mineralized. So they don't shatter and produce a bunch of tiny little fragments. There's just big chunks. So you have no idea, you know, you can't follow the trail of breadcrumbs right to the bone. Ouch. All right, screw this. We're going, I'm gonna grab our stuff over here. We're going to those Badlands. Okay, well, strike one. Is somebody drinking a beer?
That is Max's kombucha bottle.
Oh. I mean, I wasn't gonna be mad. Actually, a little impressed. All right. No, it's the last thing we need. We're at that stage of the dig though, where it's kind of like a marathon when you hit the wall. And you're just tired, maybe a little bit hungover, completely dehydrated. I think there's a spot here we need to check out. We need to go up into this. Oh my gosh, can it be ours? I am running out of gas though. Yep, it's good. It's hanging in there. Okay, that's it. That is it. We got a big old goose egg. All right, I need some spinach dip. There's like bonuses, right? So if you find a tyrannosaur tooth, you get to like, you know, they could do like a picnic lunch, or you can have some food, whatever, restaurant food. Yeah. So if you find a tooth, it's worth something. If you find a claw, if you find a skull, your wedding is paid for, up to $5,000. Yeah, it's been a rough day. I just want to eat some soft food and go to bed early. But if every day was the greatest day you had in the field, I love it. Let me try that one out.
It's not fair when you're the driver.
It fully just neti potted myself. It's salty. Oh.
Is that good though?
Actually, it was pretty refreshing. Come on, baby. It's not my day. I need you. I'm with Joe. Joe is with me. I am one with the Joe. Golly, does this fit in this little tight spot? That's why I have a recent memory. A lot is riding on this. Paleontology can bring you the highest highs and the lowest lows of your entire life. I mean, I don't know what it's like to live the life of a professional gambler, but I think what we do is pretty close. We are putting everything on the line, and we're willing to scratch or roll the dice one more time. One more time. One more time, it's gonna be the big win. So, yeah, rain. It's the thing that we need the most for paleontology, but it's the thing that we hate the most. The most powerful forces on Earth are the forces of erosion. Nothing digs better than nature. So we're super excited when it rains, but when you're trying to brush the dirt away from a bone, you can't do that with mud. You're just spreading oil paint all over the thing that you're trying to collect. We got a big rain, but we got a show. I mean, there's no television or radio out here, so we just pulled our chairs into the back of the cargo trailer and watched the storm roll across the prairie and an amazing lightning show. And kind of had like this little ball of despair, because you know that every single wave of rain, sheet of rain that comes through is gonna slow you down the next day. But it could also uncover something. But we need a timely rain. So this piece was discovered yesterday, scouting in the evening, and it's really exciting because it's just got a horn texture. That's the blood grooves, the rugose surface is what its classic horn texture. There's not a lot of other bones that have that look. Unfortunately, it was going into the hill the wrong way, so I think that's it. It's just a one-off, but the exciting thing is reading the paper about Lokiceratops. I mean, these Judith River centrosaurines, they have crazy ornamented frills. I mean, this thing's got a flare, it pinches out, kind of curves a little bit. I'm not familiar with the horns of these dinosaurs, but I really think this is evidence that maybe the next Loki's out here. The expert on these types of dinosaurs would be my good friend and fellow board member at Texas Through Time, Dr. Joseph Sertich. He is a Laramidia horned dinosaur guru, and I'm really excited and kind of scared to call him because I know he's gonna immediately tell me I'm right or I'm wrong. And you never want to be wrong, but sometimes it's good to hear that. You've got Inosaurus, its nose goes out and straight down. And when you start to look at those things, they are wild. Lokiceratops has these like Brahma horns that kind of curl down on the side of its head and spikes that there's no bilateral symmetry. So we're not looking for those matched set of horns out here. It could be something almost unrecognizable. And I don't know what else this could be. I mean, that's one of the easy things about what we do is a tibia is a tibia. The proximal and distal end are twisted 90 degrees. A scapula does a certain job. It has a certain shape because it has a very specific function. But things like horns can be complete outliers. And I don't know, that's why I really have some good vibes for this one. I mean, if it's a brow horn, it's a really short brow horn, but that's okay. I mean, dinosaurs start small and they get big and everything has to grow. But right at the post-orbital, where brow horns attach on horned dinosaurs, there is a concavity and there's a hollow space, and this has the rugose texture on the surface. It's got the hollow space. It flares at the bottom. It has a little cone. I can't think of any limb bone that would do that. Hopefully this is our horn. So the centrosaurs like Medusaceratops, Regaliaceratops, Wendyceratops, Loki, they have these weird nose horns and frill horns. So it's not gonna look like the familiar straight Triceratops horn. It can have weird shapes, and that still has horn vibes, but it's got a weird shape. It kind of curves off a little bit, it's flattened. But as I was reading the paper on Lokiceratops last night, I mean, it's got some weird curved horns that flatten out and flare, and so maybe we've got one of these epioccipitals that's eccentric. So there's hope. You could play this game all day, every day. Yeah, it's a real, ooh, got some puddles over there. Oh, we're just extracting some things here on the edge. Yeah, we've got a real mud hole on our hands. What is it? The heck is that?
Tiny turtle vertebrae.
It does. Like a cervical.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah. Little turtle vertebrae. So the goal of this would be to not find too much more stuff. Maybe we're 6 inches from something amazing, a big maxilla of a gorgosaur full of teeth, but at this point, we would be doing it a disservice because we may not see it. You know, we may dig right through it because everything's covered in mud. Will probably take us a few hours to get this shut down. Oh, that toe's got to come out. Yeah, sans peanut butter, please. I want to see a big fat claw. So we flipped a large limb bone terminal end that was sitting on top of this. We had to get it out of the way. We're trying to close everything out here. We pulled that off, saw this bone, started clearing some dirt, and we discovered this incredible tyrannosaur toe right here. It was hiding under that bone this whole time. For a week, it's been right here. We didn't know about it. But that's how it goes. I mean, literally, when I say it's one more foot, 6 more inches, there could be a skull right under here. Not likely, but it's possible. And we just proved that with this toe. There's some really nice chunks of amber in there too. We can figure out exactly which position it is in the foot. We can say, oh, it's, first digit, third phalanx or whatever it is. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scoop it up. I'm gonna palm it.
Okay.
We're gonna flip it over. And we're gonna stabilize that matrix.
Got it.
Okay? Okay, so now let's take a look at this thing. Boom, look at that. All right, so what we've got here, this is the articulating point where the other toe, and with these crisp margins, that is very indicative of a meat-eating dinosaur. This is the articulating point. So the end of that wishbone shape into the opposing toe or adjoining toe would fit in just like that. And we can't see the rest of the toe here. But if I flip it over, there's that lobe that we would want to see that's gonna articulate into the next toe. So the toe right behind it would have that same shape. You see those 2 little divots there? So that's good news. That means this is complete.
Do you want me to hold it? I was just using that.
Just wrap that up. So we found this limb terminal end here. And this is a nice dense little pocket of bones. We have this little chevron right here that we're gonna collect next. We're just trying to clear this bench. We're not excavating anymore into the quarry here. We're trying to close it so we can get everything situated in the trailer and start our 20-hour drive home. But with 4 people, that's only 5 hours each. Just looked at the forecast from NOAA. Over the next 5 days, there's a 20 to 40% chance of rain. And, that's just not conducive for field work. So we're at a good breaking point. Obviously, I want to keep going. Everybody wants to keep going. There's kind of like that solemn feeling of, oh man, we're out here, we're this close. We're literally this close to something. But we have to do the responsible thing. So, for me, the stakes are, I've been hired to do a job, to produce fossils, to find new sites, to open quarries. Would they be happier if we found a skull or a skeleton? Everybody would. My team would, I would, the landowner would. But the reality is, the chances of that happening in a couple of weeks on a small ranch are infinitesimally small. I mean, you're asking me to pick the winning lottery numbers. And if I knew how to do that, I wouldn't have to work as hard as I do. We've closed this quarry, we've extracted everything, we've mapped all the bones, and there's still a lot of potential here. But there's no sense in digging it in conditions that would be damaging to the fossils. We got weather moving in, and we really don't have time to mess with stuff like that. We're gonna go into town in whatever state we're in, and we're gonna have a hard-earned meal. And we're gonna enjoy a hamburger and a cold beer, fill up the tank, and share some war stories from this past couple of weeks. Paleontology brings strangers together, and what we've been through in these past couple of weeks has formed a bond that'll last a lifetime. And I think that's you know, part of the appeal of paleontology is you form these friendships that you can't get anywhere else. Can I get a whoa paleotex? No? All right. No.
What's
I don't know. You stack them. You stack them.
like this.
Now, look, you were there first. Whoa, paleotex! Right. Felt good, didn't it?
No.
This is actually right here. You feel this smooth part?
Oh yeah.
That's the top of the skull right there.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Like the preservation is off the charts.